Hello friends, here we are starting with chapter number 2, standard 12, cascading statistics. Friends, the introduction of CSS, I want to start with some basic information. Here you can see cascading style sheet or CSS allow us to specify styles for the visual elements of the website. It helps us to keep the information content of a document separate from the details of how to display it. The detail of how to display the document is known as style. Styles specify the appearance of particular page elements on the screen. Keeping the style separate from the content helps us to avoid duplication in coding, use the same content with different styles, or easy maintenance of code. In HTML, for example, if we want contents of some paragraph tag P to appear in bold, then we have to insert the bold tag every time paragraph tag appears in the source code. For example, student, if you are creating your same computer subject textbook using HTML, so whenever the new chapter comes, the title of the chapter always comes in specific format. Then after, whenever the topic title comes, you have to set the properties for that topic title again, and whenever the content comes, you have to set the properties for the content again. So these three processes you have to apply again and again whenever you want the chapter title, topic title, and the content. So instead of this burdening process, CSS gives you facility that just set the properties for CSS for this required font properties, and whenever you click on that CSS, you will get the properties from the CSS window automatically. So let us start with the practical of CSS. For that, you have to open Composer first. After opening a Composer, you have to click on CSS, write the practical 1, OK, save it on the desktop. Now you can see the CSS style rule is already opened on your screen. For example, students, I want to set H1 for my chapter title. So select H1 and set style rule. Here different text families are given. From that I am selecting Arial black. Font weight, it is bold. Font style, it is normal. Case is always in capital letters, so I am selecting uppercase. Alignment is always center for my chapter title. Then background, I want background color for my chapter title. Then press on OK. So now you can say for our chapter title, the property of H1 is set using CSS. Now it's time for the topic title. For topic title, friends, click internal style sheet and click on this button and select style rule. Select H3 for your topic title and create one new style rule for H3. Now the font for my topic title is it is Arial, normal Arial. I want it in bold, I want it in normal, and case, it is always on in uppercase, right? And alignment is always in left. After this, select OK. The next is, once again, I want to set CSS for my topic content. So click on this button, click on style rule, select H5, create style rule. Text is Times New Roman. I want my content in Times New Roman, so select it. The font is always in normal mode. Font style is italic, it is in capitalized, means each and every sentence starts with the capital letter. Alignment is justified. After setting the all properties regarding my h5, click on OK. Now friends, we have all three CSS set with the name h1, h3 and h5. So whenever we click on h1, we will get the properties for our chapter title. Whenever we click on h3, we will get the properties for our topic title, and whenever we are click on h5, we will get the properties of our content. So now let's start practically. Select h1 first and write the name of the chapter. See, you can see the font is automatically increased. Do not need to increase the size with font tag, as well as do not need to click caps lock button or shift button. It is automatically written in the uppercase, and all other effects are already applied. Now it's time for topic title. So once again select h2 from this selection list, h3 sorry, click on h3 and start writing introduction to CSS. You can see once again the font properties which we have set for h3 is automatically applied for our topic title. Now for the topic content, select h5 from this selection list and copy the content or write the content. I have already written, so I am just copying it. You can see the properties which we have set for our content under the h5, it is automatically applied for our content. So friends, this CSS is automatically applied for these three properties which we have set. And as we have discussed that whenever the repetition of work is there into your web page, it is better to use CSS instead of regular HTML code. It will reduce the code as well as the data code duplication is also restricted by CSS. So thank you very much for today. In the next video we will go through with the JavaScript, which is the second part of your chapter number 2. Thank you very much.